All right, we're back with Jake Wolff, and we are talking about what I think, just my opinion, is one of the most insane disc golf feats anybody's ever done. All 18 holes aced at a course that is not a pitch and putt. Just like any course you would have probably in your hometown, Timmons Park in Greenville is very much that. So we've aced 5 holes. Well, you've aced 5 holes. Let's get into the next ones. I'm getting to see these aces for the very first time. Tell me what the next one is, and we'll get to watch it together.
It was hole 4.
Okay.
Hole 4
in the dark
was we're in the dark at this point.
Oh my God.
That's the
what line is that?
Kind
What
of a
disc
short
is that?
tomahawk that mimics it. So that one's also Matty O.
Oh my God.
That's the shot that I use a ton that mimics a little baby flex backhand.
Yeah, if you don't know about Jake, does not throw any backhands. So it's all forehand or tomahawk or thumber. But that's insane.
That one took a little bit. I was trying to get too cute with this one. I actually aced this one in a doubles round. So I was like, this one would be easy. Let me do it with one of Ricky's new ones that we were testing out. Let me try to do that. I wasted some time on that, and I was like, I know I got it once, but this isn't as easy as I kind of thought it was going to be.
Right.
So I went back to the old bread and butter with the putters, not trying to throw drivers at it and just cram it in there. Yeah,
that's awesome.
The putter just pans a lot slower, easier to aim, and I had a bunch of those, so I throw those a lot.
What's next?
So the next one, this one strangely was like the second easiest one. This one makes no sense. Number 3, hole 3, like way up the hill.
Oh yeah.
Very blind. The only thing that makes sense about it, because I thought this one was going to be harder for me.
This guy's acing in the pitch black. I mean, what are you doing, dude?
You can see pretty well.
No, I'm saying from where you were at. Obviously, it's lit well because the lights, but that is some dedication.
That one. I think I counted it. Took me 11 shots.
That would be one that I would have said 300 or something.
It would have I thought it was going to take me a lot longer. And honestly, I threw 11 at it. As 7 or 8 of those weren't all that close.
Yeah.
I think this one I got pretty lucky, and it almost came out. If you see the tracer on it, it bounces around. I mean, some of it's spin, but it's kind of. I think it almost kicked all the way through.
There's one more from day one.
Oh, this one. It was hole 2. It was the
which
the
should be
one.
In my mind that one or the little one across the way that you threw the verdict on. Those would be the easiest holes on the course.
Wait till you see how it goes in.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet. Let's see. No way. No.
It was a double bounce off a stick. This one was.
Did you almost re-record it?
I did. So this one was. I chose to use this one because it was just funny, and I feel like it kind of encompasses me in general. So I was fishing stuff out of the water after my first round of throwing. And I was using this massive branch.
Because that creek is so close behind. Yeah. And I think we lost 2 or 3 discs the day that we were there. Yeah.
But that's why I left this one I wasn't even planning on doing this one that day. I didn't think I was going to get there. And the stick that I was fishing stuff out with, I left it leaned up against the tree. That's what it kicks off.
That's what it hit? Yeah.
And all right, so people are going to say, oh, it doesn't count. Let's say in a tournament, if somebody left that there and you hit it, it would count because you didn't put it there.
Yeah, right.
Technically, that was other me, not me.
Yeah, right.
That's the way I'm thinking about it.
Oh, no, that counts. Yeah, listen.
That one was more fun, though.
You're talking to somebody who has the most generous definition of ace of any person in disc golf. So, yeah.
That was the Prince, by the way. That was Matty O's,
Oh, I like that
That was
disc.
the prototype version of it.
So
the last piece of that was the lights on that fielder on a timer. After I hit that, I was trying to go after a forehand still, and just like, all right, let me get another one just in case. I also had the camera taped up on a bench, and
incredible.
Like, I didn't want to move it and check how good it looked, so I henceforth threw like 40 more discs in the water.
Henceforth.
Sorry,
that's incredible.
Might not have used that.
No, we're using it. It's staying in.
Well, we'll fact check it, but the lights go off.
Oh.
So I'm there searching. These are all discs that I need.
Yeah,
so
right.
I was sitting there searching for those truly until the lights go off at like 9:37.
Uh-huh.
I was searching for discs, wet feet, everything till 11:30 that night.
Ooh.
Because I had 2 discs that I had to get.
Oh my God.
And that was the most miserable night of all of this by far because I'm exhausted from that day. I was there all day. And then I'm freezing. I mean, it was like 30 degrees. Couldn't feel my hands sifting stuff out of the water.
It's at this point in the video that I'll say, please like this video, comment something so that was worth it.
Well, my wife was like checking to see if I was okay. I mean,
No,
I wasn't.
You're not. No. Don't even ask.
That was awful.
Not well.
So that ended day 1.
Okay. And so what was the next? How many days until you went the next time?
Oh boy. Well, my hand, like the skin was literally peeling off of my hand. I had 3 layers of tape on my middle finger.
Yep.
And it was still just like
Shredding
blistered
it.
up. So the next one that I went after would have been hole 1.
Okay. Is that the same day?
That's what I was going to talk about. So hole 1 wasn't the same day. I was going to mess with people and just wear the same thing.
And try to do
That
little
hole
movie
1
magic.
happened on a different day.
Okay.
But
Also
I'm
at
wearing
night.
the same thing.
Okay.
That was
What?
after work one day. And
that ace trace right there. Holy smokes.
it should be harder than that. It nicked off some branches that are guarding that hole, and it went right in. And honestly, it might have taken me an hour. I thought it was going to take me way longer.
That's a tough hole. It's tricky. And especially if you're going, well, you can't go forehand because it's back. Yeah, that's a backhand skip shot for me.
You go around, then they could go in the water again. So
Yeah,
that was
right.
the other reason why I wanted to go that way. So
yeah, that makes
it's a
sense.
strategic play for multiple reasons.
Gorgeous. All right, what's the next one?
But I want to say 16
Okay.
was after that. That one's a really tough shot to get to the basket.
Oh my Lord.
So similar shot to hole 4, just way more difficult and blind.
Oh, that is
And it was farther.
nasty. Is that technically pro side change? Did it hit left side of the basket, but the way that it's coming in? Yeah, that caught perfect. What disc is that?
The same hole, same suspect that I threw on 15.
Okay.
But just upside down now.
Okay,
So that's
gotcha.
my flex backhand again.
Okay, right. So, which one's after that?
Need to write
Yeah.
them all up on something. I know I went after 13 after that. I wouldn't say that's necessarily the next easiest one I got, but we're getting into the territory where none of them were easy.
Is 13 the big up the hill shot that you threw the Justice?
Yeah.
Okay. A felon?
Because you guys came and, yep, that was a fluid felon.
Okay. I know we're in a conversation, but I do want to speak to the camera again and tell people you can't know how far uphill this is. Like, it doesn't look like when
This
we
one's
posted
interesting.
your Justice shot, you can't understand unless you've played it. It is like 50 feet straight up a hill, and
Yeah, it plays farther.
you know, you can technically throw a forehand, but you're hoping to maybe skip it to the front edge of the circle. I had to throw a Hades hard and wide out over the road backhand. That's an insanely far shot and such a specific line. That is insane.
That one is where the hyzer flip helps me a lot. My natural release helps me go up hills like that a lot, and it helped it get over there too. Funny, the holes that I had some of the toughest time with on this course are the only holes that I actually have aced in like real rounds. Like in doubles, I got that one, and
That's crazy.
then I threw about 200 times as many shots to get the second one out. Like I peppered that basket for like 3 days.
Well, and that's one that, like, I know that's right in your, like, stock shot. You can get it there. It's not that difficult. But that's one that, like, if you're not getting it and you're 200 or 300 shots in, like, for your arm's sake, you need to not keep throwing at that. Let's go to the next one.
Hole 6. I got this one in a doubles round, and this one might have taken me, like, this is an easy hole. Like, perceived easy hole. It's straight. It's
Yeah,
slightly to the left.
I wouldn't think that this one was that difficult.
I went back and had to watch game tape after the first or the second day, and I was like, why am I missing these? They feel like they're online, and I was leaving. It was maddening to watch. I left every last one of them short that I thought was good.
Yeah.
So I bring Landon Garrett out there. Shout out Landon. He came out there on a Sunday morning with me, and he told me on those 3 shots, I missed to the right. He said about a foot right. Okay. Then I missed to the left, still chain high. And then he told me, all right, just do that again, take a little bit off, and I can the next one.
Ooh, that flashed it right in front. All left. That one's good. That line's in. Let's go!
And I was so proud of myself. I don't think I've ever done anything like that where I took the direction like he gave me.
Yeah,
and
right.
That's all I needed was a caddy on that one.
That's sick.
So 7 would be the next one.
Okay.
That was just later in the process. To compensate for it, because I was so miserable that day with hole number 2, fishing those things out of the water, and because when you guys came, I lost a truth that I really like in the thorns behind the basket.
Did you ever find it?
Couldn't find it. I got it replaced though, so we're good.
Okay.
I went and got during COVID, I bought this big like batting net, like a batting cage net.
Did you put it behind the basket?
I went and staple gunned it behind the basket so that it would catch the stuff that I missed.
Chess, not checkers, buddy.
I'm like, if I don't do that, I'm not doing the wet feet thing, and I'm not doing thorns all over my clothes. I'm just not doing it.
I've seen this one because this is the one we used for your team announcement post.
Yep.
That is so silly. That's a shot that angle coming in like that. You have to imagine the basket. Like you have to literally drop it into the basket. Whereas if you're running a backhand drive there, like your degree of like where you can miss is much bigger than that.
It's kind of floating, going slower, coming down.
You have every part of the
steadily.
chains. If you hit anything on that, like, whatever, 2 feet left of the right of the pole, it's going to go in probably. That's dropping into like a bucket or something. I mean, that's nuts.
That one was cool because I had a kid that I'd met out there multiple times during this ace race situation. He played through. He lives really close.
That's cool.
He was over there and just went crazy when I made it. That was one of the coolest ones.
That rules. Okay, what's the next one before we get to the hard ones for the last episode?
The next one I would say would probably be number 10. 10 was extremely difficult. I spent 3 days on that one. But when Landon got there again to tell me, hey, dude, just throw this line. I know you can do it. I'm like, dang it, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
We got it in like 45 minutes.
There's no way to do a late turnover. Let's go!
Oh my God, I just saw it. Oh, that is so pretty. I love all of these. So far, that's my favorite shot. That is exactly the kind of line, if you can throw that far with the mid-range. It's so slow getting up there. Yeah,
that one was
really sick.
That one was worrisome. I thought that one was going to be the one that held me up and just completely tanked the whole thing.
That's so sick. That's so sick. Okay, I want to spend 3 hours talking about that one because that's one of my favorite shot shapes. But what's the other ones that we have?
Hole 18
Okay.
is one that we have left.
Okay.
I think that's the next easiest one. That one I felt pretty good about going in. It's one of the cooler looking ones.
It's also 375 feet, which is astounding.
There's some litigation in play of whether it's 375 or 372.5.
We can
neither here nor there.
Yeah. We'll let the comments get fired up about that. What'd you throw there?
That one is a Fusion Orbit Felon.
That is an incredible. We need to put some band director stuff in that because you really do like control it, arms up at the end, crescendo, boom. That's incredible.
That one was really fun.
Okay, so now we have just the last 3, right?
I think so. Hopefully we're counting them right.
Okay, we'll make sure that we actually have only 3 left for the last episode. If not, we'll talk about the other one.
Flip something in.
But the last episode that's coming up is like,
boy,
these are, I was talking to you every day that you were doing this. We had to bring in backups. We had to bring in film crews. These were the ones that I thought.
It was grueling.
I thought, I knew how much you wanted it, but I just thought there's a good chance that this is just not going to happen.